Hello, everyone. Welcome to the King of Anime podcast. This week, we had a lot of things happen this week. Mostly just the same things. So, not a lot. But, we are here to talk about things. What's up, co-hosts? How you guys doing?
I'm doing splendiferous. And, getting my legs zapped. And also just all kinds of groovy.
You have a boomstick.
I do. I have a boomstick and it's on my pinky.
All right, cool. Satsuki
He's dead.
is dead.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, he's alive.
Yeah. Pretty cool day. Went home, watched 2 episodes of The Boys in season 2 right now. Pretty good show. I enjoy it. Also did some, I guess I could still call it spring cleaning because summer still hasn't officially started. So did some spring cleaning, still doing it. We'll have to do more after we done. And over the weekend and throughout the week, I started Tuesday. I read all of Dragon Ball Z. So record time of 6 days, read 325 chapters. Which, for me at least, I know there are some speed demons when it comes to reading manga. For me, that is probably like my biggest feat. So right now I feel like the best in the world.
The best.
Yes, that is me. I mean, I might go ahead and just start. I might go crazy.
What? How do you decide that? How you just decide to lose your sanity?
No. Like I might actually just like read a long running series. One series I've always wanted to read or watch is Gintama, but
oh god.
I've been worn down with One Piece because I made that commitment, and I always felt like, do I want to make a commitment to Gintama with 700 chapter or something like that? Because there's just some series I will never read. I will never read Ippo because that's like a billion chapters. I would never read Detective Conan because that's 1 billion chapters. But no, I probably won't do it. Never mind. Forget I just said that. That was a strange thing I just said.
You made a declaration and then you changed your mind all in a matter of a minute.
You don't got to you don't gotta watch or read Detective Conan. You just gotta play the Ace Attorney games.
Or
Action.
Or I could just go to a local park and watch people argue. That's better.
That's also fair too.
I can
Rishi.
watch the 70s version.
Oh god.
Conan the Barbarian? No? Okay.
The Lamentation of the Women.
Women.
Got some people in the chat here. Rishi says, how's it going, y'all? How's it going, Rishi? Hope you're doing well. Sasuke's resolve is here, as he declares. What's up, Sasuke? It's been a while. Crapit Storm, what's up? Happy to have you all here, of course. For any new viewers, probably not, but just throwing it out there anyways. KOA is watching on a new channel here in the summer season. That's about 2-3 weeks away. I think technically like 2, but technically 3 weeks away. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to the King of Anime podcast channel, because after this season is over, after we do the award show, we will not be hosting the King of Anime podcast on this channel, and in fact we'll be on the other channel, and should be a lot of fun. We'll be uploading more shorts, stuff like that, and the way you guys have kind of been used to KOA will sort of be, at this point, unchained. It'll be new. It'll be its own thing. That'll be pretty cool to finally see. QRW6 says, what up, KOA? I'm not in a good mood because a person spoiled me on the finale episode of Kaguya Season 3.
Oh my god, that is so trash, QR. Damn, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know anything about the show, but I still hate being spoiled.
It's so bad too because there's one more episode left, and by how the story is going, it's a pretty big episode. It would be like being spoiled on anything Attack on Titan related because pretty much every episode is important. But yeah, that sucks.
Mace Windex says Waku Wak.
What?
You have
I
an
agree.
announcement, Satsuki?
I have a huge announcement. So, yesterday I was on my friend's stream, JD Legend. I was on his stream, and he was watching live Tomodachi Game. I know some people were talking about that being one of the series that we should watch for KOA. And he watched about or he watched more than that, but I stuck around for 5 episodes or so. And I must say, here live, that show was mid. Why did y'all tell us to watch that? That was not a fun time. That was not a good show. 5 out of 10 from what I watched.
That was
5
the
episodes,
announcement?
5 out of 10. That was the big announcement. It's a big announcement because
It's called
If-
Tomodachi Life.
Tomodachi Game.
Oh, let me look
It
that up.
is. It has like some of the most melodramatic moments I ever seen. One scene was like, oh god, it was kind of like what Satsuki the Savage just said. It was like, oh my god, I have something to tell you. This character's dad is a piece of shit. What? I don't care.
Isn't that the show with the magical panties or whatever?
No.
Why does this?
What
person-
did you?
Is this a
what?
kid with the yellow hat? Why does he look so weird?
He's like a robot. That's not a real person.
Is that the
Oh.
one that Crunchyroll was really hyping up?
I don't. I don't
To
know
be fair, they
anything
hype
about
up literally.
Crunchyroll.
They will hype up a pile of shit if they could, but that's just good marketing team right there. But yeah, I think I know about this. So
It was too melodramatic. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about their plights. Any big reveal just felt like, okay, so move on. And then it doesn't even have like the threat of, because the whole format of it is them playing games for money and to put other people in debt. It doesn't even have like the format or the tension of like a death game. If it had that, yeah, I guess. But Kakaguri has all the flair and
the Yumiko.
and
the
the
Miri-chan.
Yumiko and the Mary-chan and the Kirari, and it's just better. So let's not compare those two. Yeah, but it doesn't even have the tension of a death game. At least like give me the satisfaction of watching these characters die, because these are not good characters.
Bring on Squid Game.
One of them has a haircut like a Goomba, and then another one has a haircut like the what's that tower that leans?
Leaning Tower.
The Leaning Tower.
Of Pisa?
A pizza. Yeah,
Pizza?
pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
The pizza, the pepperoni.
There's
the
pizza
dog.
underneath the.
Hey, I'm leading my tower over here.
Hey.
Hey, look at me take a picture. Look at me holding up the Eiffel Tower. Oh, Eiffel Tower. I fucked it up. I'm leaving.
Hey, come back here. Hey, it's okay. We messed up.
Hey, we were trying to make a mistake over here.
You're making steak? I thought we were making pizza.
No, the pizza, the abalone, the pepperoni.
Hey, Mario, get your cousin Luigi over here. We're gonna have a party.
A
Okay.
party.
Yeah. In the middle of New York City, Brooklyn.
Oh shit. That sounds fun.
Let's go. Let's go on the dollar of Sea Tactics.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Once again, I'm being swindled by my own podcast host. Anyways. This is the King of Anime podcast. So every week we like to take some questions from the viewers in the form of our Google Doc form submission thing that we have. So, and this, oh boy, this week, I am ashamed.
I didn't read any of it, so
Me neither, but
I'm I'm not going to read nothing.
Just don't read it until I read it out loud, because I am legitimately, I'm disappointed in all of you, and I think you all need to touch some grass. So here we go. What are
Tell
your
them to watch
thoughts?
Tomodachi Game. Like, that's the biggest form of disrespect. It's better than saying go to hell.
What are your thoughts on narrators in anime, and how are they utilized in the story?
Did we get this question?
I don't think we did. I don't remember it. But
Oh, okay, no. Okay. It's funny enough, I got this question in a different podcast. Like all my like I got different memories from the podcast. I'm just mixing things up. Narrators in anime, when I was a younger person or demon.
A couple years ago, then.
No, like 40. Give or take. When I was younger, I did not like narration in anime because I felt like it was a pause in the action happening. But I think narration can be a good thing depending on how it's utilized. It's always about the execution. I think the perk of narration is it gives you, first and foremost, an objective viewpoint of what's happening, and then it's able to give you information that doesn't forsake the characters. For example, like if somebody has like a power, right, in an anime, somebody has a power, but they want to be discreet on what the intricacies of their power is.
Right,
instead
like
of
Storm says. We didn't have Komi-san narrator, we wouldn't know what a communication disorder is. This is exactly what you're talking about.
Every episode I forget, like I factory reset.
It was a miracle.
Then I learned.
Apparently, I don't know. We got to hear it again.
Where's the nearest wall for my head?
And that, people, is examples of bad narration. But in the case of where it could be utilized good is if they have a power in question to where you don't want the characters to say what it is in detail because it doesn't make sense. The narrator can tell you, okay, with this power, he shoots a bow and then it lands to, I don't know, his ass. And then it explodes. Instead of the character saying that. Yeah, I thought of it myself. So yeah, you can have the narrator do something like that to where they're giving you this objective, or they could just be fact dumping things on you that wouldn't make sense if the characters themselves in the story said it. So I think that's where narration can be utilized in a good way. Obviously, it can be in a bad way as well.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Yeah, definitely bad examples would be the repeating and beating a dead horse of people not wanting to communicate, and it was a miracle. I lost my mind every time. It's like, I get it. I'm not gonna forget it. But yeah, I like the narration style. It all depends on the execution. I'm a big fan of, if you have kind of like in my teen romantic comedy Snafu, how you have Hachiman he's the narrator, so to speak, and it's just all through his perspective. I like stuff that way. That's kind of like in one person's perspective, so that you kind of have to put the pieces together and you don't really see everything as a whole. You just see it through one lens. Mm-hmm. But like, I think that's really neat. Third person perspective is also cool too, especially when you get to see everybody, like a Dragon Ball Z or Bleach type thing. But overall, narration, I like it. It's not terrible, unless it's super just like
invasive.
Right, invasive, and it just like keeps repeating the same stuff over and over again. That's the one where I'm just like, all right, I want to mute this.
quick point. I think, did I just lose my point? Don't tell me I just lost my point. I just had a good point in my head. No, give it back.
Well,
give it back.
Well, Satsuki's getting his point back here probably in the next 5 seconds. QRW6 says narrators just clear things up. I think that's pretty accurate. I think as well. I also think that from my own personal perspective, I think narrators are often misused, but when they're really good, they really enhance an experience. And I would even give like credit to like the Berserk 1997 opening. That is a really good narration of basically the first couple lines in the Berserk series. But like there's just, to me, like in anime especially, I feel like when they're just really good, they really add a lot to the experience.
Yeah.
Tell me why. Tell
I
me
think
why.
another good point of narration is it can set the atmosphere in a way that dialogue, I won't say it can't, but it's a different vibe. When the narrator says something, because this is a good Berserk example. When the narrators came and said it was all good just a week ago until it wasn't. Ooh. That gives you chills, like it gives you goosebumps. You got goosebumps right now. I know you do. It just, because then you have like this, this objective figure who knows what's going on, and it kind of makes you think like, wait, what the hell is he talking about? What happened? What does he know that I don't? So it can do that too. It can just set the table in a ways that dialogue can't.
What do y'all think of the ones where, whether it be a movie or a show, where it's like, yeah, that's me, and it's like in a weird kind of like scenario, like, I don't know, they're like falling off a cliff or whatever. You're probably wondering how I got here.
I don't like
those. I hate those.
Yeah.
Like I see those used all the time in like slice of life anime, and it's just, they are annoying. They're rarely ever good. I think the only time I ever liked it, and this was a long time ago. I was a kid when I was watching this show. So, but Everybody Hates Chris. I like that.
Yeah, that's a very good example of where it's good.
Yeah, it was kind of like a modern day Wonder Years. It was pretty good.
And I think what we were talking about with the whole, like, what it does to record scratch. Uh-oh. I think the reason why that's bad is that's an excuse to not show, basically. You're taking a shortcut into like actually showing us what's going on with this person's life or whatever.
Oh, QRW6.
It's just lazy.
QRW6 says, I like the Beholder into Your Eternity. That's a really good one. As well, the Gundam ones are really good. Gundam has really good narration.
Senketsu was a narrator for a little bit in Kill la Kill.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. R.I.P. Senketsu.
Senketsu!
That was so sad. She's falling to the earth naked.
I love Kill la Kill because we had a scene where Ryuko is falling out of the sky naked, and there are like 100 other people catching her naked. And it was the most beautiful scene ever because you're so conditioned into thinking them being half naked or naked all the way is so normal. It's just like, oh, well, I've already watched 23 episodes of this, so this is okay.
Oh yeah, Satsuki. Trigun for KOA next season?
I approve of Trigun. I am a big Vasta Stampede fan.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I absolutely would be down too, because God, I've watched that so many times. What's 101? Let's do it.
Yeah, I've seen that show.
That's actually my alarm ringtone.
Really?
The opening for Trigun, yeah.
That's cool.
It is loud as hell, so it does its job.
I used to know how to play that song on guitar. I learned it by ear, like the main riff, but I forgot it already. That was years and years ago. So
you got time.
I got time to relearn it. Yeah. There you go. People in the chat will be covering Trigun next season on KOA on the new KOA channel.
Now, are we gonna watch it? Are we gonna watch it classically dubbed?
Oh, we have.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to watch it dubbed.
Yeah.
Love and
Spike
peace.
Spencer. Yeah. Next question.
Bong.
Favorite food? Mine is the spaghetti. The spaghetti in the meatball.
And mine's it's a pizza, the pepperoni pizza with the Parmesan cheese.
I like all kinds of food, but if I was to like, I don't know, go out of my way to get something, it would probably have to be like barbecue. I love barbecue.
Yeah, you definitely seem like a barbecue guy, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, like either ribs, brisket. Oh my God, just I'll never be skinny because of barbecue.
Yeah, on the right days, barbecue is just great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Next question. Here we go. Can
Sweet
y'all
Jesus.
express y'all opinions on the brother-sister complex characters? They're terrible. Get them out. We don't like them.
I thought we kind of discussed this, like, was it last week or the week before? That those complex characters are just bad. Don't like them.
They are fetish characters, pretty much. It's just, if you want to explore it in a way of like them loving their siblings too hard, is like
I think you want to reword that.
no. Because where I'm going, I'm not going here. I'm not going anywhere sexual with it. So, I mean, like more so it's just like platonic love, like the love you have for your family. Them being too affectionate is like an issue, and I've seen this done before. So it's not the matter of a brother sister complex. It's when you take it to the level of they're actually in love with them, like wanting to date them. I think that's a little too weird.
Yeah, I agree. I saw, and another thing that just makes that weird to me is the fact that it's just kind of normalized. You know, when people should be more like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" It's just like, "Oh, she's just being her, or he's just being him." You know, it's like, no, they need to be smacked and told, "Bad, down boy, go to your room."
The whole sister complex thing was done with the show that we watch and we enjoy, which is Snafu. This was done with Hachiman. He has a sister complex, pretty much, but it wasn't taken into that level.
Right. And I don't think it was done to the point where he was in love and vice versa. I think they just had mutual, you know, that's my brother, that's my sister. And I actually appreciated the anime for doing that, because I seriously thought it was going to go that way for the longest time, and it never did.
It's got a Totsuka complex, though, that's for sure.
And a teacher
Don't we all
complex.
Don't we all do?
Yeah.
All right.
He's
Next
a handsome
question.
man.
What's an anime manga item you wish you could have in the real world? I would go the Konosuba way and get Aqua so that she could step on me.
Okay,
That's not
Light
me
Ruler.
saying that. That's the person that asked the question, which according to Satsuki is Light Ruler.
So what's an anime or manga item you would take into the real world?
Dragon Ball Z to get the Dragon Balls, or
Oh, that's
Death
a good
Note to
one.
get a Death Note, so I could just take notes.
I guess right off the top of my head, maybe I would get Sengetsu so that I can transform into that would be a sight to see.
Oh my god.
No. I wouldn't be her. I would be the guy with the nipples that light up. That would be me.
Nudist Beach.
Yep, nudist beach.
Gang bang, bitches.
There you go. I don't know. It's such a crazy question. There's so many things. I mean, I'm reading Berserk right now. Dragon Slayer would be pretty cool to see in person. But I'm not trying.
Go ahead and get Saber.
Well, no, Saber's not an item.
I mean, she's a servant.
She could be turned into a pillow.
Isn't she like? I don't know. Isn't she just like a massive aura or something?
Well,
She's not a real person.
Well, she manifests through magical energy, so. For her, it's different. For her, it is actually her, while with other people, it is not. It is a familiar. But for Seba, because of the way the timelines work and when it all went down and stuff, she's actually her person.
Well, get some command cells. What does a Sea Tactics command seal look like?
I
A battleship.
It's the ocean.
It's a wave.
That'd be kind of cool. And then, like, every time you use it, one wave disappears.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with Dragon Slayer for now.
It's too thick to hold.
I don't want to hold it though. I just want it
For what?
to look at.
Oh, okay.
People wouldn't believe it's the real one anyway, so it's whatever. Guts would hate it because his sword would be gone.
Yeah.
So,
You stole my sword.
next question. Do you hate when an episode sets up something for the next, only to have the title episode to spoil it for you? Example:
Yep.
Character dies in episode. The next episode is titled "The Character Living." Dragon Ball Z. So the first thing I
So
went to.
freaking true. Mm-hmm. Same. I hate it.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right. Next question. What are y'all thoughts on the blushing between parental figures and kids in anime? And do you believe that's a cultural thing and not an incestuous perversions? Is this the guy from the Spy Family stream that asked this question? That because he asked this same question before, and we answered it.
So what they're asking? Parents blushing to kids?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on
This question
the blushing? I don't know. Can we skip it?
They use blushing to portray like them being embarrassed, them being happy. Blushing doesn't equate to you being in love with somebody. Just because blushing is used in that way for different characters, you have to take it to context the scene. If we're looking at a scene between a parent and a child, I highly doubt the character is going to be blushing because they're in love with the child or vice versa. Like I said, blushing can be used for a myriad of emotions, and being in love is not the primary one.
I don't understand this question.
Yeah, I'm skipping.
Next question. What are y'all thoughts on anime girls with pigtails? Hell yes. Sign me up.
Like it.
Yeah, I mean pigtails are in.
That's the best version of Adele.
Next question. Yo, when WDYT of Tomodachi game.
Well, I think we already answered that one.
Next question. What are your all thoughts on otaku culture, and what are the positives and negatives of it? To me, the negatives is I feel like lots of self-deprecation, lots of that style of humor, and lots of putting yourself down that I really hate to see, of like, oh, I'm useless and all this stuff. And I hate seeing that because I don't believe when people say that. I think they're just venting. And you hate to see people go through tough times, right? Especially when they're just like kids or something like that are just, expressing themselves online. And in that sense, there is a positive that comes from that, I think, and they're able to express how they feel in an environment that welcomes them. Two sides of the same coin, I suppose. My example there. But yeah, what about you guys?
When it comes to the otaku culture, I guess that's referring to like anime, geekdom and stuff. But yeah, I think there's a lot of positives to it. You can find a bunch of people that have your same thoughts and feelings, and you get to share that same stuff with people that you never before in the past could have. You have that as a positive. the more popular anime gets, the more other people recognize it, and you don't feel like such a loner whenever you walk outside and you're wearing something. It's like, hey, I know that shirt. It's like, no longer a creep. But I guess the negatives would be, and this is specifically for people that may not know much about anime, is that people might conceive it as like being kind of creepy and pervish and stuff. So then they assume that all anime is like that, and the worst thing is trying to explain anime to people that don't understand anime. And when you explain it, it just sounds worse and worse the more you do it, and they're like, that sounds gross. And you're just like, no, trust me, it's a great show. but I would say that's probably some of the negatives. It's just that people's conception and what they would think of anime, not knowing anime as a whole.
Yeah, I think my thoughts follow along EA's. I think otaku culture, for one, I like to see people express themselves and be comfortable with being themselves, because the whole thing of you liking anime and you being a nerd or geek or dork or whatever for just simply watching anime, I think that stigma has over the time has lessened, and people are just more comfortable with being themselves. I think in turn, though, the flip side of that is that sometimes people make anime their entire personality, and they kind of just live in the world of anime, and they don't.
Not me at all.
Not you see. I'm not talking about you see.
Calm down.
They kind of just make that their entire personality. I think it could become dangerous when it absorbs so much of your life, because we got to think at the end of the day, anime is entertainment. It is a good distraction sometimes, but you still have a life to live, so don't let it be your one and only thing.
You don't understand. We're in love. That is a 2D drawing.
Yeah, when you have like, when you not saying like body pillows are bad, but when you're marrying your body pillows, that's that might be a problem.
She is so beautiful. She understands me.
Hollow sleeps with a body pillow.
Who is it though?
Wu Tao.
Then I'll judge him.
Utao. Nice.
Who the fuck is that?
Basically Megumin.
A lolly?
Hey, pretty much.
That's not good. Arrest him.
I agree. Next question: Goku or Naruto?
Goku. Why are we asking this?
Goku, absolutely.
I will challenge all of you and say Son Goku. Next question. Hi, any interesting False Awakening experiences?
What does that mean?
I was about to say, what does that mean?
False Awakening? What the fuck does this mean?
Like getting powers?
Sometimes when I take a nap, I get sleep paralysis.
Oh, and you just awakening? Like jolt yourself awake? That happens to me.
Wait, is that what they're talking about?
I have no idea.
We just do one of those, and you just wake yourself up.
I was thinking like awakening, like Gohan getting mystic, or like what they did in Namek. Like, here's your powers. Oh, my bad.
I've had a couple green men beside me.
I've had a couple of those moments.
No, clip that. Clip that.
I was about to say, I've had a couple of those moments going to the bathroom. I had an awakening inside me.
No.
What's going on?
No.
I don't know what that means, so I'm not answering that because I don't know what the fuck that means. Also, awakening, no.
Oh, God.
I love the picture, Satsuki. Hey man, that's not cool.
I felt sorry for that fish. He was just vibing. Leave him alone.
As for the chat, catching up there a little bit, because you got to get through those questions. Danish U said, "Did the dog see the future? If so, does he have the Attack Titans? Greetings from Germany. Hello."
Guten Tag.
I guess we're not going to answer your question. Okay. Next comment. I would get something to stop time so I can sleep more hours and have more energy.
You could get the Homura thing.
Or that.
Don't
I was thinking
worry,
of the world.
Homura.
Oh my god. That's not canon. That didn't happen.
I'm gonna save you, Homura.
Murder. Uh-huh.
Fucking do it again.
Random user says, thoughts on tanned anime girls?
I'm all for it.
Same.
Eh.
Alright, Classy doesn't care. The Hermit Man. So many genres today. I guess. Well, no, it's really all one. But yeah, sure. QRW6. I just don't want to see older dudes with hairy legs dressed as a female character. I feel like he's just ranting.
I
Something
see
that
those all the
happens
time
when-
at Comic-Con.
Yeah, there's a lot of those Sailor Moon bros.
Oh yeah, I see the bearded Powerpuff Girls. I see those too.
That's hilarious.
QRW6
I gotta find
says,
that picture.
I'm proud to live in a day where anime is acceptable. It's not just acceptable, it's the next big thing, so.
It is so incredibly popular. Like,
Mhm.
oh,
The people
I
are
love
writing
it.
anime bars and their raps. It's become memes with social media.
celebrities, sports players, freaking
Yeah.
name anime.
People for
Yeah.
some reason are now dressing up as Zero Two.
Pick a better character.
I agree.
Wrestlers, cosplay.
Try Satsuki Kid Yui.
You could even go with Marin. I think Marin's a better choice than Zero Two. And they're both basic.
I mean, like, what? If you're cosplaying as Mario, what are you doing? Like,
You're
wearing a
just going
bikini?
You're just going around saying I just can't even.
Like,
Yes.
gosh. He's just, I love him.
I love him.
And then your stomach just randomly gurgles because you're hungry all the time.
Oh, you walk around with your boobs pushed together with a puddle of sweat.
Oh yeah, that too, because for some reason she wore 2 bras that made him push up. Yeah.
No, that's the best way to do it from what I hear. Lightning says, weeps.
What's up,
That's
Len?
me.
The Hermit Man says, actually, you know what, EA? You can handle this.
One punch!
No.
One Punch.
Alright, there you go.
You know there's rumor that season 3 is coming out next year.
There you go. We got to get Fubuki in there.
We gotta get a better studio.
Oh, yeah, that
And
one, yes.
And I also need to start reading that thing.
I think it's going to be Mappa.
Mappa does everything else. Might as well just throw them in it as well.
Jesus.
Alright,
Kill Annie should do One Punch.
Random user
That'd
says,
be weird.
Zero Two is the easiest cosplay I can think of. Just some pink hair and some red horns. Also,
Don't forget the honey
I don't
and meat.
Also, Danish, I don't know about this buggy thing. Emperor? New Emperor of China or something?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. I'm a dummy when it comes to
I'm also
stuff.
illiterate, so yeah. Next week, dressing up as Zero Two to prove a point.
You are?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll learn the Trigun theme while in the Zero Two cosplay.
Now that would be something to see.
Sasuke's Resolve says, "How do you feel about watching?" I like watching.
Watching what?
I'm watching you right now.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
my god. Okay. Ooh.
I am in your home.
Oh. Ignore the stains.
Well, Danish, I will say there's probably some One Piece readers out there, so don't spoil. Gonna
Get out of there.
remove that. I guess Buggy is a character in One Piece. No offense. Or
What
nothing
are you
personal.
doing?
Danish,
the
you
matter,
also says most underrated anime.
Oh,
What is
shit.
it?
I don't know. Dragon Ball Z.
I get
Yeah, that's an underrated one right there. That's pretty good.
no. I got a whole bunch.
Oh, what is that one? Outlaw Star. That's an underrated one.
That's pretty good. If I was to pick an underrated one, Galko-chan is pretty underrated. Man, I know I have a list, but I just can't think of it right off the top of my head. I know I said Bakuno a long time ago, but I feel like it's getting a lot more popular over the years. Freaking Death Parade's pretty great. Not a lot of people talk about Death Parade. I love that show.
Light Ruler says Satsuki the lolly collector. Satsuki, you want to talk about this? Want to confront these statements?
It's an insect talking about me. I don't have to hear that.
This is coming from the same guy that wants Aqua to step on him, and he wants to spank Komi-san.
All right.
He did say that.
Sasuke's Resolve says,
Oh, true.
how do you feel about watching major plots from shows like AOT or, I guess, One Piece, even if I don't watch the show? Like, watch Satsuki's live streams and One Punch, even though I don't care for Saitama. This will be the last question in the chat, by the way. But, I mean, if I'm not going to watch it or read it, I don't really care. But if I am, I do kind of avoid it if I haven't seen it or heard about it.
Yeah. That's why when I do my live streams, especially for One Punch Man, what I've been doing is I won't use any panels for the chapter. I will literally just have a random picture of someone getting punched or someone preparing to punch someone.
I love those thumbnails. Those are great.
Those are pretty good thumbnails to see when they pop up. Very creative.
The best one I saw. Oh, there's a couple of them. The gorilla one was pretty funny, and
I know what you're talking about.
The Anya punching. Desmond was pretty good.
Second son.
But yeah, your One Punch Man reviews are great, especially when you take on flies.
Thank you. Tough battle, but we got the job done.
Well, I guess it's time to get into the main part of the show, which is starting with keep your hands off Eizouken, episode 11, episode 10. What did you guys think about this episode?
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. We had more secretary versus Sayaka.
Yeah, Sayaka Kana Money.
Yeah, Kana Money Chan. Thought that was great.
Yeah, we had some more standoff with them, and it's funny because they pretty much said exactly what I was thinking, but you kind of already said it before, Satsuki, that it's like, aren't you the president? No, I'm actually the secretary.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, it's definitely intentional that way, because even how they show up, if you look at their positions, Sakaki is in the front. The student council president
What'd you say about me?
I did not say I wanted to suck your cock, see. Later. The president is to the left of her. What? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The hell are you talking about? Can we talk about anime?
Go on, Satsuki. Move on.
This is a family friend. What are you doing? You're
Let's
ruining
pretend
everything.
like nothing happened.
Yeah, okay. Damn. Sakaki was in the front.
What?
The president was to the left. I don't want to suck your... Oh my god, bro. Like I said, later.
I'm just here watching everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll use her last name. So Wande, is that fine?
Whoa.
What?
No,
what do we have on that?
I didn't expect that name. So Wande?
So Wande was in the front, the president to the left of her. And
who was to the right? Who was behind?
I don't know what her position is, but she has like the shark teeth.
Doggy
I don't.
Oh yeah.
I don't know her. I don't know what her. Yeah, but yeah, she's the secretary, and the president is the one who talks less. Cool detail.
And then the rest of the episode was a lot of sound design.
Love it.
They spent like a minute straight on that one.
Yeah, the gong or whatever it was. It was just the same
like,
animation like 4 times.
They did it for a straight minute. I swear to God, I was like, "Are we moving on to the next?" No, okay, we're gonna keep doing this. Okay, how about it? Nope, again.
There's this scene in Evangelion that's similar to that, where it's just like 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes of the same frame. And it's like, what are we trying to do here? What is the point?
We're cutting audio.
Yeah, they were cutting audio for, like I said, just a long time.
I've been cutting audio for over 10 years.
Yeah, and it's cool to see this anime shine light on it to give that appreciation. I'll say it every time. This show just keeps showing you aspects of anime that you appreciate, and sound was one of them in this episode. Just like how it's put together, because it's one thing just to have like stock sound, not effect or soundtracks for different things or whatnot, but you have to put everything together to make it sound cohesive and just it flows well. And I think this show just showed you like this is how it's done, and yeah, you should give us praise for this.
It's crazy how much, like, you don't really think about it until you actually see it, but when it comes to like a show or a movie, there's a lot of like natural sound that goes into it, and if that natural sound wasn't in there, it would just sound dead. That's what makes it more authentic, so to speak.
Yeah. I worked for a guy who did like ASMR stuff for a while, and it was just a lot of like the folder.
Was it
that
like
I
this?
Had...
ASMR. Breathing into your ear.
It was basically just voice acting, but basically it was just like the folder was just there was just a folder that was just full of just sound effects and stuff, and my job was to create a story around it pretty much, and it was difficult. Yeah, like it had a set atmosphere of a certain place, so like if you're in a park or whatever, you gotta have like the sounds of a park. What is that? Like insects, wind blowing ever so slightly, trees creaking. What?
Incest?
Insects, dog.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, I don't think that's what goes on at a park. At least not supposed
to. I mean, if you go, maybe you go to Alabama or something.
People walking, people talking, people breathing, people smashing. Apparently, dogs. All that stuff. You got to create that environment, right? And that's what was really cool about this episode. Sasuke's Resolve says, based on what I've seen of Eizouken, I can see the failed hentai animators that does furry commissions for cheap egg sandwiches and ramen becoming a major story arc.
What?
Wait, what?
I'm confused by that. Hold on.
I think Sasuke has a backstory we don't know about. His other comment is, not a true representation if you ask me. Not enough back pain and depression.
Speaking of back pain,
Yeah, my back hurts all the time.
I've had enough to last me a month.
Had enough to literally last all 27 years I've been on this earth.
So you saying you came out the womb, you were like, I got back problems, Mom.
well, since I was 12. We'll say that.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's the worst. You hit teenage years and all of a sudden the back goes out.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my sound effects folder right now.
What?
I have about 37 tracks.
Hold up. Hold on.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
For what? What do you need sound effects for?
Videos. I make videos. I'm a YouTuber.
I-
Check me out. I'm Satsuki the Savage.
Are they just swoosh sound effects? What are these labeled?
Well, I'm glad that you asked, because out of the 37, I have bass drop, alarm sound effect, big crowd, boom sound effect, boo sound effect, cheering, cinematic bass boost, crickets, crowd boo, DBZ bright beam, DBZ instant transmission. I've used that like 3 times. Ding sound effect, fail sound effect, family feud strike sound effect, fart sound effect. Don't ask me why I have that. FBI open up sound effect. Don't ask me why I have that. I don't know what this is. Glass breaking, GTA punch, Kaguya-sama. This is too long. Power up sound effect, name introduction, record break, screams. Don't ask me why I have that. Slap sound effect. And some SpongeBob sound effects and window glass breaking.
You got 2 glass breakings.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like glass breaking. I like Stone Cold. That's my favorite wrestler.
When you hear the glass break, oh my God, here he comes.
Oh God, it's Stone Cold.
That was me, Austin. It was
Right,
me
you
all
son
along.
of a bitch.
Very soon, it's going to be very insensitive to talk about that guy.
According
Very
to,
soon.
according to QRW6, they said Vince McMahon was on Raw tonight.
Well, pal,
Well?
I'm on Raw tonight because, pal, I'm old, okay? I'm getting up there, and there's totally not a controversy.
You
going on
have
around.
no place on this podcast.
I want to say you have no more power.
I can buy all of you.
Well,
You probably could. How much you
okay,
got?
so do it right now. Yeah, do it. Fuck it. Buy me out and I'll leave.
Vince, what would you pay for KOA? Oh, that's a good question, pal. Oh, such good shit. Oh, I think I'm gonna give you $20.
Oh shit.
Sign me up.
Oh, Tsatsi's out. Oh, okay. I guess you can have it, Vince. Ah, thank you. All right. I guess we're not the owners of KOA anymore.
Huh?
Well,
I spent my 20
went out.
bucks.
Yeah, I spent it on gas and I didn't even fill it up all the way.
EA, you're related to me. I was going to make the same joke. I was literally going to make the same joke.
Oh, great minds.
Well, since I can't say that joke anymore, I bought like 3 Slim Jims. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Thanks, Vince.
All right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You can have it
Probably
back, by
won't-
the way. I don't want it.
You probably won't hear that a lot anymore.
No, not really.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. Nothing bad's gonna happen to him. He'll get away with it.
They get out of paying taxes.
Except for Satsuki. Satsuki somehow gets away with all the shit he says. I don't get it. He's not rich.
Who?
No one. Anyways, yeah, Eizouken. Any other thoughts about this episode?
A lot. It's had well, this is me talking. I always loved the rivalry between so Wande and Sayaka. I always liked their interactions with each other. They had 2 in the beginning and at the end, but in the beginning, so like what was going on with, they tried to make money entering this event, and basically the student council stopped them from making money, and that kind of bled into like the conversation we had between Sayaka and I guess it's the student board. I don't know exactly what they were, but they were talking down on the Eizouken club, saying like, oh, you guys are supposed to do this for the club. You're not supposed to be doing this for any monetary value. You guys are just supposed to be having fun and all of that. And I just love Sayaka's attitude throughout the whole conversation because first and foremost, she wasn't even looking at them. She kept
I
having
know.
her
So
head to the
disrespectful.
sky. Yeah, she was just so condescending. Like I like you don't have the you don't have the right to even look at the great face of Sayaka kind of money. And then, you know, she was arguing with them, which I think she was making some good arguments.
He was. But I guess
Yeah.
ultimately in the end they were just like, stop doing it.
Yeah, pretty much. That I think that's what was the beauty of it. She broke down their arguments until they went to their, because if you argue with someone long enough, they'll probably like just go to like what they really feel, which the school just felt, you're kids, you shouldn't be making money. That's really it. It doesn't have to be rooted in some logical argument. That's how they felt, and that's how it went.
It's almost kind of like, you know, your parents, whenever you try to make a logical argument, you know, not getting to make it so that you don't get in trouble or try to figure out a way to get past it. Then at the end of the day, they're just like, well, because I said so, and that's final.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're just like, oh man, I thought I made a good constructive argument.
Yeah. when you have power is absolute. Great moment for Game of Thrones with Cersei and Littlefinger. Power is power.
Power is power. So good.
Well, Sasuke's resolve says, I thought I could keep my hands off. I thought I could keep my hands to myself, but I couldn't keep them off Eizouken. That's my final thought. Time to clean up.
Oh Jesus.
What are you cleaning up? Hopefully it's like files from the paperwork you've done. I'm gonna assume it's that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna assume the sweat droplet emoji is like ink.
Yeah, it's not Chinese censored and turned into white.
Oh God. Oh, the Decrepit Thor said, I'm going to do what Midori did and just melt into the ground every time I had to face a problem. That was a funny scene, too. Like, Sayaka was, this was present throughout the whole episode. Midori was doing this thing to where she kept going on frequent tangents, and she wouldn't work on what she was supposed to work on. So when Sayaka was like, okay, get the storyboard and done. What are you doing? And she just melted into the ground. Just broke the ground entirely, just hid. Great technique.
Yeah, that
I might
was
have to
pretty
practice
good. It was just like, you're gonna have to get out sooner or later. Or how are you gonna get out of there?
She is like a raccoon dog, so
she does like those raccoon dogs. She gets distracted very easily with
Tanuki.
them.
Who?
Tanuki.
That's
dog.
what they're called.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're like raccoons,
feel
pretty
like-
much.
I feel like they're in a lot of animes, especially
Shield Hero.
in
We got a
right
they're the
Shield
big
Hero. But I was thinking
Oh, your own
of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a show.
Oh, I watched this show. Wait, who are you talking about? What character are you talking about?
It's just the stuff that the main dude that she has a crush on. He like keeps putting the Tanuki in like all of the pages.
Oh, okay. I got
And she's
you.
just like, this is in every page. This is not subtle. He's a character. I don't know. It was just really funny. That's another show that deserves a second season.
I agree. Probably will never get one though.
Nope.
I feel like a lot of YouTubers can relate to Midori's plight throughout the episode of just not focusing on what she should be focused on and just continuously just spouting out ideas. Like
Right.
I feel like
Yeah.
we've all had to deal with this, where we're kind of like we have like a project that we're supposed to work on that we probably are going to put out first, but we have like this idea that springs into our mind and we're just like abandon ship, and then we're just like working on that. I feel like as YouTubers, like that has to happen to you at some point.
Oh, all the
Oh,
time.
yeah.
All the
Oh yeah,
time.
definitely.
That's
Freaking like Bender from Futurama. Abandoned ship.
Yeah.
that's why I hired an editor. One of the reasons. Oh, you know.
Now they know.
They do. You guys now know that I've hired an editor for my future videos. They'll be working on my Attack on Titan videos and another series that's yet to be announced.
Oh shit.
Should be fun. Sasuke's resolve says BNA too. BNA, yeah. Main girl's
DNA.
raccoon girl. BNA is a trigger anime where they're all
Oh,
animals.
my son was watching that.
Yeah,
I was like, "What is this?"
it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, it's pretty looking.
I don't know why this made me laugh so hard, but when Midori was going on like this big rant, thinking of ideas, just saying stuff, Tsubame just goes, Asakasa's going crazy in like the most casual tone. I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Like if somebody in front of you was just going insane, and then you just go like, damn, Z is crazy. It'd be really funny to me if you have no reaction other than that.
I feel
I'm
like
not
that
crazy.
happens a lot.
Damn, what's wrong with that guy?
I know.
Yeah, see, why are you crazy?
You see, I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
That's what the crazy people say.
That's what the crazy people say.
And that's how the crazy people respond to other people calling them crazy. So how do you have to respond to you acting crazy and then you responding that you're not crazy with saying shit like that?
Well, it's because you're crazy and you haven't woken up to the realities of you being crazy.
That is true.
I talked to the wall.
Why is it playing?
Yeah, I eat lizards.
This royalty-free music I was playing started playing some fucking Pirates of the Caribbean shit. It was weird. That's strange.
Johnny Depp.
Ellie says C-Tactics is pretty crazy. No.
Oh, and Sayaka was like choking the hell out of Midori throughout this episode. That's pretty fun. Choking people is fun. Except when it's not an anime.
And only when it's consensual.
Wow. Sasuke's resolve says sus tactics. I don't know what you're talking about.
I agree.
I disagree.
Vodka.
And then I really like the talk between let me pull up her name again because I can't say her first name. Sawande, I like the conversation between her and Sayaka at the end. It just had the vibe of them having like this mutual respect and understanding of each other.
What?
Uh-huh.
You know?
Ellie says sub tactics. No.
Yeah, subscribe to C Tactics.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
No,
you're
that's
right.
true.
Yeah. Sub tactics indeed. He also says tactics. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, last thing to say on this episode, which I've said this before already, but it was reinforced in this episode. Sayaka talking about like what money means to her because the student council came in there and they're just like, oh, you're having a party kind of money. You always have your mind on money. And then Sayaka says, verbatim, it's not money that I like. It's not money that I like. Is product. Oh my god, I can't talk. Productive activities. The money helps quantify the productivity. Which I said this before. It's not that she's just greedy. She likes to put a price on hard work, I think.
It's
Like
a method to madness.
Yeah, it's validation for your hard work, which you would think that is what money is, but not all the time. So like her requiring money for something or trying to earn money for something is basically just validating like what what they put into a project or something. So I think that's a unique take on it.
I'm being slandered in my own chat. Decrepit Storm says non-crazy people don't say she makes me long and hard. Well, okay. First of all, that was edited. It's not true. It isn't real. It's a fabricated reality.
How was that edited when that was put out before EA watched Eizouken? He didn't know how to edit and chop up music before that.
That's true. I was but a novice. Now I am the master.
Yeah, now he knows how to do that.
10 years at least.
No, totally not. No. He had an editor.
Oh my god.
I hired the same guy you got, see? In fact, I told him about you.
Sausage's Resolve says, sane people don't say Sabelina merch, you won't regret it. Actually, sane people do say Sabelina merch, you won't regret it. Because you won't if you bought it. Final thoughts about Eizouken episode 11?
We got 2 more episodes after this?
Believe so.
Oh, is this episode 10?
Yep.
I want to say it's episode 10. But yeah, it's total of 12 episodes. I'm curious to see how they're going to end this.
Oh! Okay,
And
so you wanted me to talk?
Well, I was going to say, did you just come?
Oh, no, not yet. So, like, I thought this was also interesting in the episode. It happened in the beginning. Sayaka basically encouraged Tsubame to take on occasional modeling jobs because she made it a point that Tsubame was she was the main attraction of everything. And it just goes to show you too, like, as great as their little premiere was, what kept everybody there was the celebrity. So like all their hard work still didn't amount to like loyal people that just, or at least not a lot of loyal people in comparison to like the people who were just there for to see a celebrity animate stuff.
Right.
But she's also just, you know, she's leveraging everything she can and she's understanding what's the appeal. And I think just in a real life, sometimes businesses don't understand like what exactly works for them. But Sayaka has a complete understanding that people are here because of you, Tsubame. So you can't just not be in a public eye because you're our selling point. She understands that, accepts it, and adapts to it. So she is a great producer. Tsubame adds a lot with her celebrity, animation, and Midori adds all the ideas, the storyboarding, the directing. It's a great team. I like this team.
Yeah, they do really well together. Like I said, I'm so curious. The next 2 episodes, I definitely think they're gonna eventually finish this next anime that they're doing. But then after that, I don't know what they're gonna do. Just go on with their lives, I guess. Holding hands and going into the sun.
All right. Decrepit Storm says dirty and sleazy tactics. Once again, a fabrication by EA.
I agree.
See, everybody agrees.
No, I agree with the sleazy and dirty stuff.
Dirty and sleazy tactics.
Next show on the list, Komi can't communicate, episode 11. Woo!
What you need to remember is just because she has a communication disorder doesn't mean she doesn't want to talk to you.
I almost forgot. Thank God the narration told me about this.
It was a miracle.
You know what wasn't a miracle though?
What?
Yamai
was, oh my god, this was horrible.
This fucking episode.
She didn't hide it this time.
For the first time ever, I'm almost tempted to kill it. Because of Yamai alone.
She's not a good character.
She's an awful human being. She's bad and she should feel bad.
But she won't.
She literally put Komi's
Pantyhose.
Stockings on his on her face and ran throughout school.
And looks like a burglar.
Yeah. What was that Jack Black movie? Where they put
That narrows it down.
whatever. Yeah, no, this was Yamai is awful. Truly one of the worst characters in KOA history.
Just she's not a good character, and I'm at least glad that the fandom doesn't like her either. It's not one of those things to where we're alone in thinking this. Like a good majority of the fandom do not like Yama. So it's just really the author alone and thinking that this is funny. Like they do a good job of making like her actions deplorable, but it's always framed as, yeah, she's a psychopath, but you should laugh. She fucking peeped at Komi and she's wearing her stockings. This is funny. It's not funny.
Like I always refer back to, if Yamai was a man, yeah, he would be absolutely just 6 feet under after the first time he tried to do it. You know, it would be a constant just like berating of slaps and punches, kind of like what they did to that narcissistic dude. The fact that she doesn't get the same treatment, but narcissist guy does, it's like, how is she not hated, but that one dude likes her because he likes Cinderas? It's, ugh.
Apparently you're wrong, EA, because according to Light Roller, he says, "You're telling me you not doing the same thing? Hashtag justice for Yamai best girl."
Ban him.
100% not stealing Komi's stockings or going in the bathroom with her or taking a video of her legs or going close enough to fucking tickle her legs with my breath. Not doing any of that. I don't think there's anything that Yamai has ever done in her life other than breathe and blink and sleep and eat and drink that I'm doing. And I don't want to be associated with Yamai.
In the same episode, they go to the batting cage and she's taking pictures of skirt of Komi.
Yeah, she's she's a boring character even to talk about, to be honest.
Like, she really, like, this episode is kind of like I said, turned me off. Like, there was a couple of moments where I was just like happy later on, but Yamai was, every time she was on screen, I'm just like, where's my bourbon?
Lightning Eagle says, so this is a female Master Roshi, but a stalker. The thing is, she's not like, her and Roshi are the same in terms of their perversion, but I think the issue with Yamai is that you don't really get
she kidnapped a person.
Well, yeah, that too,
and almost killed him.
But the issue with Yamai is that there's not really much else to her character other than that. That's the issue. Like, at least with Roshi, you can at least give him acknowledgement as this is the teacher, the Kamehameha. Like, we had to give him respect in a lot of instances because he is the teacher of Goku. He's their sensei. He's the sensei of Kuririn. But with Yamai, it's like she's just creepy pervert. That's it.
I feel like older people in animes, especially in the 80s and 90s, maybe now too, they just were always, if they were not the wise teacher, knowledgeable, they were either that or they were the pervert. It didn't matter if it was like the old man or the old woman. Heck, there was even an old woman in Rei Sero that was all creepy like on somebody. So it's like, I don't know, old people just, for some reason they just get old and they're just like, I want to feel the butt.
I want to feel young again.
So by feeling young again, you just got to feel the tush.
Yeah.
And then that transcends into them, and then they're like, yeah, Master Roshi went face first into 18's chest cavities. He was not afraid.
I will say, there's a lot of anime filler with Dragon Ball Z. I was
Oh,
aware
yeah.
of, because like what you just said there didn't happen at all in a manga.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that was in the Boo Saga.
You're
Like, for
saying
some reason, they were going to save the world, and Master Roshi, I don't know, like the jet did something, and Master Roshi's like, oh, what happened by accident?
Yeah.
Oh. And then I'm surprised 18 didn't just up and just snap his neck.
Or a good old key blast to the face. That always does it.
I mean, she broke Vegeta's arm. She could at least do the same to Master Roshi.
same.
Oh, you want to get your arm broken by 18?
If she, yeah, Yamai's bad, right? So Yamai's, yeah, we should get rid of Yamai.
Let's move on. So other than Yamai, we had not a new character, because nobody's really a new character, but it's a new character to focus on.
I felt like they were
And
new characters.
what I mean by that is it's kind of like the Watamote effect, and you'll see what I mean, EA, in the future. But a lot of these characters have been shown. It's just that they haven't been focused on.
Oh, gotcha.
Because this character even states that she's like a best friend of Yamai, or like one of her friends. So the new character was Onigashima. And the only reason I remember that by heart is because, first, I know the name Oni because I know that is like the demon ogre thing. But this is also like a pseudo arc in One Piece, so it's really easy for me to remember. So yeah, Onigashima. I guess like the best word to describe her is gamer rage.
Yeah, she's always angry. Well, not the beginning. It's just if things don't go her way, she's just like, ooh, I gotta tie my shoe.
Yeah, she's a ticking time bomb. Snowball effect of anger.
But all it took was Komi picking up her phone and helping with her headphones. Which, who hasn't been in that situation where the headphones get tangled up like that? Yeah, that's so annoying, but
I have several times.
so awful.
It's
But
the
yeah,
worst.
she just it took her like 2 seconds, and she's just like, "All done." That's all it took.
I like the fact that your mom was banking on the fact that she would eat lunch and then she would be okay, and then like you see the meteor going down when she's drinking, and then it spills on her shirt, and it just immediately just shoots up.
I mean, sometimes there are days where you just can't. It just seems like nothing goes right, and you're just like, "I'm about
Yeah.
to explode."
Yeah, I would be mad too, because like she started off the episode like crossing the street, one shoe comes undone, her laces come undone, ties them up, then the other one comes undone, ties them up, then both of them comes undone. Yeah, that would be kind of infuriating. So like this character, I kind of felt on some surface level.
Yeah, that would that would infuriate me. Sometimes you just need a helping hand from someone else to help you untie your headphones, and then everything's all better. Then you take them to that batting cage and you become their friend.
Yamai did had one funny moment when it came to Onagashima's. That's when she just straight up ignored her. that moment made me laugh because Tadano's like, oh, Yamai is Onagashima's friend. Yamai is gonna have some strategy to deal with her, and then Yamai's just like,
Nope.
No, thank you. I'm okay. I just stay clear of her.
Sometimes you just gotta you just know people where if you say anything to them, you just know you're gonna get an earful. So you're just like, I'm just gonna turn around. I'm not going to interject and make them even more pissed, because Who knows? She probably could have said anything, and she would have been like, "What? What do you want?"
What do you
Hi.
What do you think happens when she reaches 100%?
Well, her hair
Ooh.
goes up and turns into a horn, so I'm guessing she gets her powers back, like in Devil is a Part-Timer, and goes full devil and just kills everybody.
Shit.
I'm gonna say it's gonna like that Futurama episode where Fry drinks like
Oh
100
my
cups of
God.
coffee or whatever it is,
I remember that one.
and he sees everything in slow motion.
And he just goes like he's like a god at that point. He just goes super fast, puts the fire out, and they're just like, "Huh? What just happened? I don't know. I think we were saved by an orange blur."
So
Yep.
C-Tactus was in this episode.
What?
Oh my god, he was. They said Sea Tactics.
So his name was Madia Hoshio. His whole gimmick was, I don't know what that name means, but his whole gimmick was, I love MILFs.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh,
He didn't say
yeah.
Sea Tactics. My bad. But no, that is you. See, if you were an anime character, can I get your grandma's panties?
Yeah,
No,
why would you want that?
I don't-
You're
I
a
would-
sicko.
I don't want that.
You said that in the episode. I had the screenshot.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you.
That
So you don't like
wasn't-
MILFs.
I love MILFs.
So that was you.
That doesn't make it. You like MILFs. So is that
No
you?
comment. No comment. I decline to speak on that.
Who's the white hair girl that always helps everybody out?
Oh,
Sato.
what was her name? Oh yeah, Sato. Yeah.
She's extremely helpful.
Yeah, she scratches people's backs. I feel like that's a lot more than you could ask of somebody. Hey, could you scratch my back? Sure. I don't know if I could ask a stranger to scratch my back.
It's true. That is true. It's like asking a stranger to give you a massage.
Wow.
It's not a stranger. It's Sato.
Okay, Otori.
But yeah, that was I wish that wasn't explored in like some gag fashion, because I think that's actually a problem with people. Of course, this is taking it to the deep end to where it's like comical, but I do think there are people in the world that feel that they can't refuse a favor from people and they run themselves thin. So I wish that was taken in a more serious light to kind of explore the issues with that. But I mean, it was done on the surface level. So it's like, Sato, like, you always do favors for other people, but you never ask favors of other people. So
Yeah.
that was kind of cool, I guess.
And then she even kind of felt bad. She felt like she would be imposing her will by asking people if she needed help. And it's like, I mean, to anyone else, it's like, obviously that wouldn't make sense. If you're helping out everyone else, why wouldn't it be okay to ask for help every once in a while? But there are people that are like that, and it's crazy. But I agree. They did it in a whole gag form, which totally could have been done in a very touching sort of way.
Either way, Sato's a very good girl. So
She is. She's 100 times better than Yamai.
yeah.
In many ways,
I
the
would-
polar opposite
actually-
of Yumai.
Yeah, I was about to say, saying she's 100 times better than Yamai is actually a bad thing, because Yamai is like a negative character that only does worse for Sato.
Okay, well, excuse me. I guess
She's negative 100 times better than Yamai.
Okay, there you go. Dirt is even better than you, Yamai. Wow, I fucked that up.
Yeah, because dirt's useful.
True.
Yeah, you can plant stuff.
Or
With
bury
dirt.
people.
Oh, yeah.
No.
You can eat
Plants. Huh?
All right. Next week, Satsuki will be calling in from prison.
Not me. I have good lawyers.
I just got out. I mean, I know someone who could help.
Oh my god. Light Roller says this Yamai slander needs to stop.
Let's bury Yamai.
Yeah, I agree. Put her in the
Feed her-
hole.
Feed her to
We did-
Brock Lesnar so he can give her a bunch of suplexes.
Bork
I was gonna
laser.
say, if we bury her, then she'll be useful, for the plants.
She'll feed the earth with her nutrients, which would kill a bunch of plants because she's so
Toxic.
yeah.
Sato? Wait. Oh, damn. Fuck, I got excited. Sorry.
Crabbit Storm says
Episode.
Sato is infinitely times better than Yamai.
I thought they were talking about Sato from Happy Sugar Life, and I got so excited, and then I realized we were talking about Komi-san.
Oh yeah, that video. That video is still on my channel. The intro
Which is funny.
problematic.
No. Which is funny, though, because Sato is, like, way worse than Yama, but she's a better character.
I have yet to see one episode. Maybe that will be the next Nakama Club, Satsuki.
No.
Okay then.
Absolutely not.
That's something I'll watch on my own then.
Sasuke's result says I just watched the OP and came back to Light Ruler crying.
Yeah.
Light Ruler, stop crying.
My competes for worst girl of the season. I don't think we have an award for that, but yeah, she would definitely win it.
Oh, hands down. The award would be named after her.
Yeah, just keep this in mind. Like she's beating like literal terrorists. That's how bad she is.
Yeah.
She's beating actual murderers.
Mm-hmm.
Anything
Hardest
else about Komi-san episode 11?
The one little bit at the end was kind of funny when, Tadano and Komi were arguing about that tactic for a game.
Yeah,
Sh-
the
shoot-
shogi.
Shogi, that's it. I don't know why I was thinking Shuko. Oh god.
Shuko.
No.
Shuko is Komi's mom's name.
Okay, that's right. She was in this too.
Mhm.
And I immediately thought of C.
She
Yeah.
is
Yeah, he
kind of a
loves her.
MILF though.
He loves her.
We all need to be thankful for Komi's mom.
Yeah,
Komi's mom has got it going on.
she needs to
agree.
like beat up Light for slapping her ass.
Yes, I agree with that too.
You just slapped my daughter's ass. You will die. But that was cool.
I really like the part where the narrator, shout out to the narrator, introduces Onigashima, and the narrator says, "She's a great girl who greets even Tadano-kun every day with a smile. I love her." I don't know why I love that part.
It's like they make it seem like nobody wants to greet Tadano when they say it like that. She even greets Tadano as if he's like ungreetable. But I do like that too. I love her. Well, then if you love her so much, why don't you marry her? Why don't you get out of that soundstage and just meet her in person?
Good question.
I'll marry Komi's mom. What are we
You
giving?
become Komi's dad.
What are we giving Komi Can't Communicate episode 11?
Asu.
I have to kill it.
Damn.
Yamai was too much in this episode. Even though we had some pretty good new introduced characters, still, Yamai, she's going down.
Well, the Yamai stuff was pretty abysmal. I didn't really enjoy it. I think that's probably the worst part of Komi-san I've seen so far.
Do it.
What? No, I
Do
pass.
it.
It's still a very
Strike.
good show. I still like watching it.
No, the Emperor Palpatine. He was excited for a second.
Do it and your journey to the dark side will be complete.
Do it. Strike me down. Take your weapon and dip that lightsaber in the cone over there and lick it like an ice cream cone. I'm sorry, what? This is not what I imagined.
All right, time for the final show. The
What were the
reason you
results?
all came here. Oh yeah, that's right. Results. Let's see here. In the poll, let's see what we got. Let's see how the people voted. 61% pass, 38% kill.
Wow.
I blame
We're
this on
closer than we
Yamai.
thought. I do too.
Yamai's fault. Next show, Spy Family, episode 11. What'd you guys think about this episode of Spy Family?
It was interesting. It definite. I got to admit, Spy Family has kind of been chill these past couple of episodes. I mean, it's just been about like school life. We got dodgeball. You know, haven't really had any espionage and killing. I'm surprised we haven't had much your assassinations this season. I don't know if that happens next season, but it's just a lot of school stuff right now. And not that it's bad. It's just I liked the way the show was kind of like at the very beginning, but now it just kind of seems like we've hit a stride with it. Not to say it's bad. I'm just kind of like, okay, so we're just gonna be doing this for a while and not murdering people. So all in all, I can't really complain. This was another Anya heavy episode, and can't complain with Anya. Anya, she's adorable. She helps it. Well, tried to save someone's life, and Lloyd once again failed as a spy.
How did he feel?
Anya said a boy's drowning, and he still hasn't put two and two together. Like, how did she know a boy was drowning? She just kind of, I mean, she said a boy was drowning, and then he's just like, what are you talking about? And then she changed up her story and said, I want to become a better swimmer, so I'm going to the pool. And just ran all the way to the pool. But then when she saw Anya in there and the boy, I don't know. It kind of goes back to the whole, what you were talking about before, like as a detective or like being aware of his surroundings, hasn't discovered your and can't, and just kind of didn't like think, unless it happens the next episode, I don't know, where he's just like, how did Anya know? You know,
I think
it's not going through his head.
I think when it comes to that specifically, I think two things are working in the favor of Anya. For one, I hate to say this. I want to preface this by saying I still love Anya. She's my daughter. Anya's stupid. So
She's like 5 too.
yeah. Kids are stupid in general, not just Anya.
Oh, I agree.
So because she's stupid, she can say a lot of stupid stuff and it doesn't come off as weird. Now, if were to say something like this, what Anya said, then it's kind of suspicious because it's like you're thinking, in your mind at least, like, why would you say this? Like, what was the reasoning behind it? But when a kid says like random stuff, you're just thinking, oh, it's a kid being a kid. I think the second thing that's working in their favor is the fact that supernatural powers are so out there that's not something you would think of. I don't think there's anything, or there's not much on Earth that could make us think that there's truly someone that could read minds. You know, it would be a hard sell. Like, you would need so much proof for us to believe that.
Yeah, I mean, sure, the reading mind part, you probably wouldn't come to that conclusion or anything, but and I get that kids, you know, oh, they say the darndest things, but it would be very coincidental. Like, you hear your kids say that, then all of a sudden you run off and then you see it unfold. That's just kind of like one of those, whoa, that's a very huge coincidence and just very strange how it just so happened to be. But I guess I can understand, you know, kids always have that weird imagination. They say weird stuff. Believe me, I know. But that would definitely be in the back of my mind at one point where I'd just be like, she said it and it happened. How's
No.
that possible?
Yeah,
And maybe I wouldn't think much of it. Who knows?
yeah, I think that's a fair criticism when it comes to like Lloyd not thinking about it, because that's an entirely different matter. But
I know what he's thinking of.
I mean, I know what I would be thinking. I'll be thinking of.
24/7, just thinking of your.
Yeah, I wouldn't probably, except for like when I had to go to work. I probably would stay at home like every day, like every single hour. Your
You just be like, your back looks tense. Do you need a massage?
yeah. You know, I'm always thinking about my significant other. So
All right. Well, LD says Anya would probably unironically fail a psychic test Lloyd would make.
knock.
That's true. She had this episode. She had that whole dilemma where they were talking about her grades, and Lloyd was like, "Well, you know, I can't just like make her test like 100 out of nowhere. That seems suspicious." And then Anya's like, so Anya's like, "Oh, I'll just like cheat on people, right?" But at the end, she was like, "Well, crap, now I can't because if I get 100s, people will be suspicious. So what do I do?" And it's just like it's this whole thing of like it all just strangely just works itself out. Like it's funny.
It scored a 2 on the test. That is almost impossibly bad.
The fact that they have these kids doing algebra and when they're 5 is ridiculous. Why are they having these kids do this?
Get
I think
good.
it's fair. Why aren't they drinking their apple juice?
Gotta get good.
There's no nap times in here. They play dodgeball, so at least they do that. But we got to get good and think of algebra when you're 5. I was learning my ABCs. I think I was counting too. I made it to at least 8. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait, I can actually read some of these questions that was on the test. So let me read one of these questions. Grandma was sitting on a bench, and I want people to answer it. Grandma was sitting on a bench in the garden with her friends and having a conversation with a smile. Write down your grandma's feelings.
Oh, that's easy. She's pissed off. She's gonna murder her children.
Oh my god.
She's like, "Oh, you little angels. Just wait till you go to bed."
I can't read Anya's handwriting. I'm trying to read what she said, but it's almost impossible.
She said, "Waku wak."
They would go on an ooting.
Yeah, go on and ooting.
Fernando says her telling him someone is drowning is her imagination. It showed her face right next to the scene, just like when she was thinking about talking about using violence as a last resort.
I don't know. Like I said, I know what I would think, but I understand it's probably gotta move the plot along with the story. So,
Decrepit Storm says Becky said Anya could make 100 friends. She must be watching Komi.
Oh, yeah, she did say that. I thought the same thing when I seen that scene.
well, thankfully she doesn't need to talk. She just punches people and becomes friends with them.
Just because she can read minds doesn't mean that she knows how to communicate with people, EA.
That's true. That's very true. Just because someone can read minds doesn't mean they can't talk.
I really like the scene with Yor hyping up Anya, even though she's like stupid, and Yor hugging her. Yor is a good mom.
She is.
That is definitely sweet. I mean, Lloyd, he has the strict kind of like father tendencies where it's just like you promised we were going to study after this, but then Yor has the, oh, you did your best, sweetie. Gambade.
Yeah, I think not all the times, but I think two sides of that spectrum is needed because
Yeah.
it's always dependent on the kid in question, their personality. Because sometimes tough love can work. Other times it pushes them away and has a negative
Yeah.
effect. So having two parents with different styles like that can actually work in your favor, because then you could just let one take over for the time being in any instance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You especially sometimes the kid needs their butt spanked, and other times they need to be hugged and loved. Not to say that one parent can do the other; they can do both. But it's just you need. I agree. You do need both. You definitely need both because some of these kids swear they need to get their ass whooped.
LE says, I was so proud of Anya. She had no fear. Also, the boy, can't remember his name, stopping the gossip in class, but also being very jealous. Also, Starlight Anya.
Damien, yeah, he's very reminiscent of Vegeta in that scene. He's kind of like
Yes.
I acknowledge Kakarot worked hard, but I'm still going to be the Prince of all Saiyans. I'm still going to surpass Goku.
Yeah, he acknowledges the fact that he's strong and even stronger than him, but he doesn't let that deter him. Some people would give up at that moment once they realize, oh, he's stronger than me. Not him. He's just like, if he's stronger than me, I'll find a way to match him or surpass him.
Yeah, just shows you the good qualities of Damien. Although he's not like the most kind child. For one, he could just acknowledge the good or the strengths of people, and it just shows you like his want to persevere.
Mhm. Yeah, I do admire that. I thought that was pretty cool because everybody was kind of giving Anya shit. They thought that she cheated and that they were just like saying all kinds of smack. And then that's when, Damien was like, you can get out of this school if you don't like it. You think they would give her a star because, that she would cheat to get a star? This is legit.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like it though, but at least he admits the fact that she got it honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then Yor hugged Anya to death.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, she was definitely hurting.
How does
I
she
like
not
how,
know her own strength?
I just like how at first it was really subtle what was happening. It was like, it was in frame, but your focus wasn't on that. And then you started hearing the sound effects of her being squeezed. And it's like, oh no, Yor.
Turning blue.
Oh man, this is way too good. This is way too good.
You got to turn friendly fire on with your.
Ricochet. Yeah. Yours great though. I will be her husband.
Oh,
What? Why can't I?
You're gonna
I
have to
think
fight Satsuki to the death for that.
mm.
Oh.
All right, Traba combat. Here are the rules: no hitting below the belt, no hitting in the face because that's our bread and butter. But you two have at it. All right, let's get it on.
I call dibs.
Fatality. There we go.
See, are you okay?
I call dibs.
Oh, fatality.
Well, I call dibs.
Fatality.
I'm not gonna argue with you.
It's hard to call dibs when you don't have a spine.
You can't.
Ooh. He ripped the spine out.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful fatality. Classic. That's a
Mhm.
Sub-Zero or Scorpion.
Yeah. Sub-Zero is definitely my model
That's-
for it. He's my inspiration.
Yeah, Sub-Zero's great. Oh, Jeremy called dibs.
Well, Jeremy is now muted for 5 minutes.
Oh my god. I don't think you can do that, but
No, I'm not gonna mute him.
Oh,
um
I'm gonna copy and paste what the hell he's saying. Let me
anything
translate.
else about this episode of Spy Family?
Wait, no, something else happened. A lot happened. A lot happened. First, Anya was talking about getting a dog, and then yours like, I don't know about getting a dog because they can be aggressive and whatnot. And then she has like this vision of a small dog, I don't know the breed exactly, like with a knife in its mouth, slitting Anya's throat.
Yeah, that was dark but hilarious.
She's taking all precautions, so at least give her that credit.
I don't know a dog that would do that though. What kind of dogs does she train?
I don't know. She must have seen some shit.
She must have had the dog from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Starlight Crusaders.
Oh, the farting dog.
Iggy.
Yeah, Iggy, who in the first half looked just like a dog, and the second half became more human-like.
And then
Iggy.
he got freaking beat to a pulp.
Yeah, and he
How
died.
bad for him.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah, well, Araki hates dogs and really just animals.
Really does.
I cried.
That was pretty sad. Both him and oh shoot.
Abdul.
Thank you. He died. I thought Paulnifer was gonna die too, but no, he lasted. He almost lost his leg though.
I love Polnareff. He is.
Yeah, same.
I think he was my favorite character in that part.
Same. I made a
It
video
was-
about him.
I think my love of him was solidified. I mean, it was already kind of solidified with the Vanilla Ice fight, but then it got added on, compounded with him taking all of that damage and still being the first one to face Dio and saying, "What's up, Dio?
Oh yeah,
Run it."
that was great.
And then the last part where Dio's about to kill Jotaro, and then Polnareff comes out of off the top ropes and stabs Dio. Oh my goodness! Like I still have my reaction up for that moment. I literally screamed like, "Oh shit! It's Polnareff!" It was a great moment.
Yeah, love it.
I think that's everything. No, there was the last scene of Spy Family with
That's the dog they're getting.
the dogs. Yeah. So what? Yeah. What's up, dog?
It's gonna be a talking dog.
It's gonna be a robot dog. Ah, Jotaro's in the chat. Yada yada.
Yada yada this. No.
Why didn't you say
yes.
Biggie?
Yeah, why didn't you? And why do they censor you when you smoke?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Like all that violence, yeah, totally fine. Oh, we gotta put the black bar on the cigarette in his mouth.
Maybe that's what he's smoking, a black bar.
Maybe.
But I mean, okay.
We don't know.
Gotta give up the black bar because it's filled with black tar.
Exactly. All right, is that it?
Did I say Starlight Crusaders? I meant Stardust.
Oh yeah, Starlight Anya. We forgot about that.
Starlight Anya. She's now a new character in JoJo. She got a stand, which is her throwing dodgeballs and missing badly.
Not a good stand. More like 30% of the JoJo Part 3 cast. Not a good stand.
Oh man, I just remember that episode, the 2 episodes of the Maria. Those were awful.
That
So
was
sad
pretty bad.
because I liked Marie. Well, I don't know if I liked Marie as a character, but I did like her face.
Yeah, well, and probably her butt as well.
Well, I mean, moving on.
Remember the characters Oingo Boingo? And whenever,
Oingo Boingo Brothers.
and whenever they were on, they had their own personal ending to the series, to the
Yeah.
show. It was great.
Those were great times. I did if you didn't know, I did a whole series on part 3 of JoJo and many of the parts of JoJo. Pretty much every part of JoJo I've did a video on so far. There you go.
Bullshit, Joe Charo was underage. He looked like he was old timing. At least in his 30s.
He got younger as the series went on somehow. At least he looked younger. That man just doesn't age after a while.
He's Namekian.
All right, well, what are we giving this episode of Spy Family?
I gotta see the last episode. Pass.
I guess I'll pass it.
I thought it was pretty good. I shall pass as well. EA, where can they find you?
Well, hello there, everybody. It is I, Everything Animated. We are getting closer and closer to July 1st. What is July 1st, you ask? Well, it is the return of the Rent a Girlfriend podcast. Season 2 on my channel, where me, Sea Tactics, and Rising Sun Reviews will talk about the shitstorm that is Rent a Girlfriend. and I mean, I don't know why I do it to myself. I could watch good anime for a change, but no. I'd rather watch an anime that, I don't know. Like, I think even the fans hate the show. So, come on over and hate it with us. We'll be haters. We'll be the time traveling haters from Chappelle's show, talking about Rent a Girlfriend season 2, and yeah, we'll talk about best girls in that show, which really isn't many.
Light Roller says, can Satsuki link his BBL doctor's info, which I think is a great segue into where people can find Satsuki.
All natural. Satsuki can be found on Satsuki the Savage, as well as Satsuki Reactor, as well as Satsuki the Savage with a DA on Twitch, where I talk about TV shows I'm watching, currently The Boys, where I talk about or play Pokemon Insurgents, as well as Pokemon Legends Arceus, and probably some other games down the line. I'll probably play some more. I probably play one of those like dating some games for fun. It should be fun. I know I promised videos that I would do last week and I didn't do them this week. So I'm gonna lie to you again this week and say that I have some stuff planned that I'm gonna do on my channel this week, but it's probably gonna be delayed again next week. So stick with me. I promise you I won't lie to you eventually.
Wink.
Wink, wink. Slurp, slurp.
You got something in your eye, Sasuke?
No. This is just, fucking fly.
Oh, gotta get that fly.
Yeah.
As for me, videos are gearing up to return at the beginning of July. July the 4th is going to be the day. That's when videos are coming back. We're going to start off with a video on Bertolt, and then I think we'll probably have another couple videos out that week. So that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, new editor. Videos are gonna come out more consistently, basically as consistent as they were during the AOT season, pretty much. Basically 3 videos a week. That's pretty fun, exciting. Yeah, with that being said, see you guys next week on the... It's not the penultimate episode. We got... the penultimate episode of the King of Anime podcast on the Sea Tactics channel. That being said, thanks everybody for watching. See you guys next week. Bye-bye!
Later.
Bye.